Alright, hopefully you saw the developer's insights for this new character, Scout Trooper. There was a little bit of a side tangent in there in the beginning about the new upcoming raid that's actually going to feature this character here. So, if anything, hopefully you at least saw that, because it's kind of important information. It probably should be in its own video, but I didn't really know how to put it as its own video, and it just kind of came up in the developer's insights of this, so yeah. Anyways, as you know from the title of this video, this is the kit reveal for Scout Trooper, so let's get it. This is weird. There's no animations. It's kind of basic and boring, but sure. I mean, I suppose the animations don't really bring much to the table, but it's still nice, you know? Anyways, abilities. The basic, prepared shot. Kind of sounds like a, what's his name? Dash Rendar type thing. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict accuracy down for 2 turns. If Scout Trooper is stealthed, this attack scores a critical hit if possible. During Scout Trooper's turn, Imperial Trooper allies gain potency up for 1 turn. Imperial Remnant allies gain offense up for 1 turn. So, yeah, prepared shot, I guess that's an accurate title. So I was going to say, is this every time? But yeah, prepared shot. That's kind of what prepared buff is all about. So what does it say? Imperial Troopers get potency up and Imperial Remnants get offense up. I'd rather have the Remnants. Offense up's better, you're going to hit harder. Special 1, Imperial Precision. Cooldown 3. Deal physical damage to target enemy, dispel all buffs on them, and inflict speed down for 2 turns. If Scout Trooper had accuracy up, this speed down can't be resisted. Ooh. And the accuracy up can come from... Does it come from this? Deal physical damage accuracy down. Oh. How do you get accuracy up then? Well, anyways. Then it can't be resisted. If Scout Trooper is stealth, this attack can't be evaded. Ooh. Definitely want it to be stealth then. Special 2, Strategic Assessment. It has a Zeta. It has a cooldown of 4, and it unlocks at tier 4, which, you know, unless you're a new player, that's no big deal. Typically, you can easily get a new character to, like, Relic 9, Relic 8, with the stupid, what are they called, Cairo Tech Disc things. But anyways, final text. Dispel all the buffs on all allies if the allied leader is Imperial Remnant. Imperial Trooper allies gain critical damage up for 2 turns. Imperial Remnant allies gain speed up for 2 turns. Scout Trooper stealths for 2 turns. Call target other ally to assist, dealing 75% less damage. Ah! That's not that good. Like, assists are cool, but 75% less damage, that's a tap. You know what I mean? I mean, if he does 100,000 damage, the assist does 25,000 more. Which, okay, that's decent, but he's not going to be putting up 100,000 either. I chose that for an easy number, you know what I mean? Ugh, he's probably going to do like 20,000, which 75% less is going to be doing 5,000 damage for the assist. Like, that's dumb. But anyways, it's still not bad overall, though. You dispel all debuffs on all allies, so that's cool. That's kind of like the Treya ability. And then if the leader... Oh, that's if the leader is Imperial Remnant. So, most likely you're going to have the leader be Imperial Remnant. That would be Moff Gideon. From what I heard from the developer's insights, it sounds like they're coming out with a new Gideon anyways. Unless they're really, overhauling, or whatever you want to call it, updating the current one. But I would assume it's probably a new one coming out. So, you're probably going to want to use him. And then it says Imperial Trooper allies, so if you're using Remnants, well, what if they have dual tags? Like this guy here, he has dual tags, so he's Imperial Remnant and Trooper, so does that mean you'd still get this as well? Allies gain critical damage up for 2 turns? I would assume. Why wouldn't you? And then Imperial Remnant allies, which if you had both tags, you should get this as well, so you get speed up for 2 turns. And then he's stealth, which is good. Because in Special 1, if he's stealth, then he can't be evaded, so that's pretty awesome. Anyways, I got hung up on that. There's still more to this. It also says inflict, expose, and stagger on all enemies for 2 turns. There you go. And then you're going to daze the target enemy for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. Okay. Then it also says, if the ally in the leader slot is Moff Gideon, gain advantage Allies gain advantage for 2 turns. Scout Trooper's Imperial Precision ability gains 40% bonus damage. Ooh, stacking until the end of the battle. Oh, so it stays. Nice. And the assisting ally is not affected by the damage penalty. Oh, there you go. Jeez, I just got done complaining about that. Is not affected by the damage penalty? And that is if it's an Imperial Remnant. Yeah, so basically you have to use Moff Gideon then. This must be what it said in the developer's insights. It said something about, you know, Imperial Remnants gain bonuses to the kit. And I was like, what does that mean? But see, that's what that must have meant. It meant in if the leader is Imperial Remnant, then this kit will see bonuses. That's what that must have meant, because this move just keeps getting better and better as you read it. And it's all pursuant to having an Imperial Remnant leader. Wow, this special too is pretty awesome. Jeez. Just keeps getting better as you're going. And then it takes off the damage penalty. Oh. Now, unique 1, which I feel like it's probably the only unique, even though it says 1. Imperial Vanguard. It has a Zeta. It has an Omicron. And this unlocks at tier 7. Final text. Whenever Scout Trooper is critically hit, he stealths for 2 turns and recovers 5% health protection. Okay, being under stealth is good because of that other move, so that's good. You want to get critically hit, I guess. If the ally in the leader's slot is, you know, Moff Gideon, whenever an enemy begins their turn, Scout Trooper gains 10% turn meter, and whenever Scout Trooper has his turn meter removed, I'm going with his because, like I said at the end of the developer's insights, there's a cup there. Okay, women don't need a cup, so fuck you, CG. I mean, Tusken Meathead. Anyways, he gains 25% turn meter, stacking max twice. Aw, so you can only gain 50%. That's still not bad, though. At the end of the turn. If the ally in the leader's slot is Moff Gideon and no other allies that use Emperor's Trap. Emperor's Trap. That is... Who has that? Is that the move that Piet has? Who has that? Somebody has it. I don't know. The allied leader gains 20% max health and 20 speed. Whenever an Imperial Trooper ally begins a turn or attacks out of turn, all Imperial Trooper allies gain a stack of the Emperor's Trap until the start of the next turn, of the next enemy turn, non-Imperial Trooper allies' turn, or the end of battle. The Emperor's Trap cannot be copied, dispelled, or prevented. While Scout Trooper is active, Imperial Trooper allies have plus 10% critical chance, and Imperial Remnant allies have plus 10 speed. You know, overall, this kit doesn't sound too bad. It's a small kit, it only has 4 moves, 3 moves and then a unique. But it's like 2 Zetas and Omicron. Move number 2 here, whatever you want to call it, Special 2, is pretty awesome, and this unique's not bad either. Although, a lot of times, these kits do sound good on paper, and then you see it in practice, and you're like, I thought this character was going to be good. And then they suck. It's kind of like, Tarful. His kit reveal actually sounded pretty awesome, but then when you used them, I mean, I haven't used them for real yet. My Tarful's still from the Marquee, 3 stars and all that. But when I was using him in the Marquee, he just wasn't that juicy, and I was like, what happened with that sexy sounding kit? So, who knows? This could be the same thing. Kit could sound good, and then you get him and you're like, what is this thing? I thought this was going to be awesome. Anyways, what are people saying? It's a girl? No, it's not. There's a cup. Meathead's a dickbag and wants to do all his stupid liberal shit all the time. It's a girl in Battlefront 2 as well, although weird to define a generic's gender. Predicted everything down to the Raid Omicron, told ya. Finally. It's happening. Also a new Gideon coming. Conquest tune perhaps. Oh, that's true, it probably will be. They should just make it a legendary like they did with Cal. That would be cooler. What are you finally that this character's in the game? I mean, in a sense, you're right. It is a pretty basic character from episode, well, now 6. It used to be episode 3. But it is kind of goofy that it took this long for such a basic character to come to the game, you know what I mean? Like Scout Trooper. Like... Anyways, she's more likely a full-grown woman. Okay, see what you did there, you made a joke. A new, stronger Gideon, you say? I don't really know how you're going to make a full kit on something like that, though. Sydney was a generic who was defined, too. Who's Sydney? Am I an idiot for not knowing this? Updated fact. Yeah, screw you. Can't remember playing as Scout women. Only men, but okay. What? Can't remember playing as Scout women, only men, but okay. I mean, at the end of the day, that's probably part of that woke shit anyways. You know these stormtroopers and stuff were mostly men. Just guys. That's the whole point. They were military and stuff in the Empire. You know, what kind of women were in the Empire? None. So that means, you know, the troopers were men too. Now all of a sudden the scout troopers are female. Okay. Jeez, even in the Blue Harvest and all that, those parodies, the Family Guy parodies, they're all guys. None of them are girls. Well, they have some in the training video to be a stormtrooper, but again, that's just a goofy joke. That's almost part of the joke that there's girls there. Like, so yeah, Gold 4, you got a point. Can't remember playing as Scout Women Only Men, but okay. Yeah, because these dumbasses trying to defend this stupid shit. Anyways, one of the most anticipated characters in the game, in my opinion. They teased him so hard. There you go, him. Good job, Ultra. When Gideon dropped. I don't really know why people would care so much about Scout Trooper. It's just... it's just a goofy, dumb character. Likely Beskar Gideon. Probably, but I still don't really know how you're going to come up with a full kit. Step aside, Barbie. There is a new girl on the block. Hey, you were cool. Now you're going along with this? It ain't no girl. It's got a fucking cup. I think that with the Scout Trooper, it is the best time to give the IT tag to Krennic in the TIE Pilot. For those who say that the TIE Pilot should not have, I will only mention Iden. What? For those who say that the TIE Pilot should not have, I will only mention Iden. What does that mean? Who say that the TIE Pilot should not have? Okay, cool. Give the IT tag to Krennic. What, Imperial Trooper? Yeah, that's valid. He should have that. Because with those two, we would already have 3 Imperial Trooper squads. What is the relic level required for Leia? I think it's at least 7. They're all pretty high. Hooray, finally Scout Trooper. On a side note, do we think Beskar Gideon will be a GL? I'm not sure that he rises to that level lore-wise. He better not be a GL. Like you just said, he is not that much lore-wise. Like, he's a basic bitch. He's no GL. GL is Galactic Legend. Gideon is not a legend. He's been in 2 episodes, maybe 3, of a TV series on a streaming service. Like, I'm just trying to say, it's not very mainstream. It's not. He wasn't in the movies. He wasn't on, like, a regular. Well, I mean, I guess streaming services are more popular than TV nowadays. You know, I'm thinking of when I was a kid, TV was the thing. Now streaming services is the thing. But still, you know, I guess in the grand scheme of things, Netflix is the big one, right? Mandalorian's not on Netflix, it's on Disney+. Which Disney's bombing and failing. Lots of people are unsubscribing, and so, you know, he ain't no GL. I interpret Wow, what did I just say? I interpret the Imperial Trooper tag as either the Empire's militia or on the front lines, or the ones leading them, which is why Iden has the tag, but Krennic doesn't. And the TIE Pilot is part of the Imperial Navy, not on the front lines with the Stormtroopers, which is probably why TIE Pilot doesn't have the tag either. Pia is a strange case, though, and probably only has the Trooper tag because he was built for the Veers team. Okay. I didn't really pay attention when I was reading that, so I can't comment. Gender reveal for Wampa next update, then. It'll be a woman, because, you know, that's the way to go today with your woke culture. Guys are bad. Resistance pilot. Generic. But clearly a woman. With her name on her helmet. What? What is this comment supposed to be? Resistance pilot is generic, but clearly a woman. This, if you're trying to respond to this person because they said can't remember playing as scout woman, but okay, only men, but okay. Like, this person's talking about scouts. He said nothing about resistance trooper pilot things. That's totally different. Different eras and everything. Like Krennic, he died before the Remnant. Spoiler alert for a 7-year-old movie. First off, spoiler alert should come first. Second off, I mean, you're right, because I think 25 years is what it's supposed to be, and then you don't need to worry about spoiler alerts. But, at the end of the day, the spoiler alert shouldn't have to be given, because, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory what happens. It's the phase between episode 3 and episode 4, and we never see these characters again, so, wonder what happens. Like, you know right from the beginning, going into the movie, what's gonna happen. Probably as journey character, yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Requiring Imperial remnants to unlock. That would actually be pretty cool, because a lot of them are already super farmable already, and people might already have them 7 stars, if not already beefed up. They'll probably just add this dickbag in as well, Scout Trooper, just to make it a little more difficult, but still. And then he'll be a requirement for a GL. Yeah, I don't know about that far. GL Grogu. Okay. He didn't say remnant. I believe Wampa's gender has been revealed ages ago. As for Scout Trooper, I couldn't care less about the gender, and I'm amazed to see so many posts about it here. However, I recall only one scene when I hear them talking. Mandalorian TV show. She must have had a hoarseness. Doesn't really matter, really. So Wampa obliterating Iden is a no-no since now? The Imperial Trooper tag, not the Imperial Remnant tag. If an admiral like Piet can be an Imperial Trooper, why not an Imperial Intelligence Officer? You should let the next Navy sailor you meet know they are not part of the military. I'm sure they would be very interested to hear that. What? Okay, this is getting onto weird tangents. These people are attacking this guy over comment. Like, he was just trying to say how he interprets things, and these people, you should, next time you see a Navy person, you douchebag, let him know he's not part of the military. Nobody said that. Ass. He's just saying how he interprets what the Imperial Trooper tag means and the Imperial Remnant tag and what they mean and why certain characters have them and others don't. God damn, calm down. Probably the next Conquest character. If he's the Superior Remnant leader, Old Gideon will stay with Veers. Then we only need 2 more characters for 3 Imperial Trooper teams. Adding the Imperial Trooper and Imperial Remnant tag to Imperial... Oh my god, Super Commando seems like a no-brainer. I mean, that kind of would make sense. It's called Imperial. Krennic and Gar's Saxon should get the Imperial... the IT, just gonna say that, tag as well. Then we have a spare in case Gideon is needed for plug-and-play purposes. Okay, lots of P's there, plug-and-play purposes. I thought this was the chicken-headed dog-feet beast with a woman's face, too. Chicken head, duck feet, beast. What they want? Okay. Oh, man. How many more comments is there? It's getting boring. Scout Trooper is a woman? Why is CG declaring genders for generic masked characters? Because it's Tusken Meathead and he's a douchebag woke leftist, okay? It's funny, he'll call this thing she. He'll clearly call something that's masked and most likely a guy because it's wearing a cup like I've said 25,000 times, but he'll call it a she. But then when you're talking about an actual woman, like when we had the Seer Junda kit reveal, he says they, because that's what this douchebag does. Any fucking ways. An Imperial enemy is defeated. At the start of his turn, if Hoth Rebel Soldier has defense up, Ewoks... What? Scout gains 2% evasion for each living Ewok ally, and gains 20% turn meter whenever he evades an attack. Turns. If he already had defense up, he gains taunt for 2 turns. If a Sith, while Sith Trooper has advantage, he has plus 10%. Oh, I see. They're just pointing out all the he's. Whenever first order Stormtrooper using an ability, he. Whenever execute, he. Okay, but some of these clearly are guys. This guy right here has a mustache and a beard. He's not fully masked. He is a he. This one isn't fully masked. You can say that he is a he. Also, they made Nisa, who actually does look feminine. Compared to this one, you would say, yes, that is a he. This thing here, what is this, imperial, Sith Trooper? Sith Trooper's kind of big and bulky. It would imply to be a manly physique. That's not really womanly how big he is. I mean, Ninth Sister's pretty big, and that's a girl, but that's kind of an exception. This clearly is like a manly physique. Sith Trooper, calling it a he. Okay, well, I mean, I guess it could be a girl, right? I don't know. But still, same as those other two. But at the end of the day, the idea always was that it was guys. Always. Now all of a sudden it's gonna be she, because, you know, it just has to be she. Ugh, this last post was just a douche. Okay, Lysis, fuck you. Anyways, there's the crappy kit reveal. Well, I can't say crappy. It's actually a very good kit reveal. But I'm just saying there's no animations. It's weird, generic, and boring. And, you know, because I keep talking about that cup, I just want to zoom in on it. You know, because that's totally needed for a taco. That's not needed for a Frank and Beans. That's needed for a frickin' taco, right? Anyways, that's all I got. So, yeah, thanks for checking this out with me. And until next time, I said that's a guy.